Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
Hello and welcome to Popternative. This is the talk show and podcast where I have digital discussions of worlds of TV, film, news, pop culture, sports, everything really. Depending on the guests, we talk about it all. As always, I'm your host, Peter Remoliotis. On social media, you know me as PD Beats. You'll recognize my guest from Mighty Ducks Game Changers on Disney+. He plays Trevor Reddick. Kasra Wong is with us. Kasra, welcome to Popternative, man.
Thank you. Yeah, glad to be here.
I'm excited to chat with you. How exciting is this? Like Mighty Ducks, we all know it's such an iconic sports franchise. You are part of the Mighty Ducks Game Changers. How cool is that?
It's awesome, really awesome. You know, Mighty Ducks is such a big show, and I'm finally a part of it. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I need to know. You play a goalie, Trevor Reddick, plays for the Mighty Ducks. What was the familiarity with hockey and the Mighty Ducks before you got the role?
I've been playing organized hockey since I was pretty young.
Yep.
So, you know, I was pretty prepared when I knew I was going to be on the ice. But what I wasn't prepared for was being a goalie.
Yeah, true.
I've never been a goalie before, and it was quite an experience. It's huge, big, moist, sweaty hockey gear, 12 hours a day, you know, walking around. It's pretty uncomfortable.
Was the plan to always put you as was the plan, did you know you were going to be the goalie? Like, was that what Trevor was, like, on the audition process?
I didn't actually know yet. And then when I found out, I was like,
what did I get myself into?
sorry, what? Yeah, goalie.
Absolutely. Trevor's got some swag. He's like the cool kid at school. You know what I mean? What was it like diving into a character like that, Kasra?
It was a big step out of my comfort zone, you know, because Trevor's this cocky, arrogant, confident jerk, you know, likes to pick on little kids. And I just had to really remind myself who I was when I was, you know, going to set or doing anything that was involving Trevor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting too. And what's interesting about Trevor as well is, you know, he has a twin sister on the show, Ruby, played by Haley Lee. What was that like, kind of working with Haley and Julie as your screen mother? What was that like?
It was pretty cool. You know, I think, you know, being, you know, siblings, it kind of boosted like a friendship or something. And, you know, it just got us that much closer. You know, we're sisters and we had a lot of things in common. It was nice.
Absolutely. You say you played the organized hockey, so you're aware of hockey. I mean, were you aware about how amazing and awesome the Mighty Ducks franchise was?
Before sorry, let me go back. To be honest, I didn't know much about the Mighty Ducks until I actually, you know, got the role and started the but you know, when I got the role, my parents were going crazy because, you know, that was a big show and series in their time.
Yeah.
And they were going crazy, like, oh my God, Mighty Ducks. Oh, we used to watch it all the time. And I actually, like, practice for the role is I would watch, like, a bunch of movies with kids in it. And one of those was actually the Mighty Ducks. And it just, you know, helped me with the getting to know the storyline and everything about the Mighty Ducks. Yeah.
Absolutely. We've seen about 6 episodes of Mighty Ducks Game Changers. Trevor has not really changed. He's still kind of the jerk, good big time goalie. I mean, he's trying to be nice to Evan at the end of episode 5, but I think that's just to get him on the team because he needs it, right? He's going to use it because he's a good player. But it's just like, is there talk a little bit about the growth of your character a little bit too, because there is a little bit of growth, because we see you in the beginning at the first time we see you is at the pizza shop, right? And then we see you at the new episode, right? And it seems like there's like more swag that's kind of oozing off Trevor. Have you noticed there's a little bit of like a development or evolution of Trevor, a bit like a growth?
It seems like at first he like picks on, you know, Evan a little bit. And then he starts to like him.
Yeah.
But like you said, just, you know, for his own benefit.
He has confidence, though. Like, he's a very confident character.
Yeah, he's not afraid to go up and, ask someone something, he's just very out there.
Absolutely. In terms of, you wanted to be an actor and a storyteller, even like before the Mighty Ducks, what drew you towards that profession? Like, what made you want to act, Kasra?
Yeah, it really started when I was a lot younger. My passion has always been, being an actor. It's always the fantasy as a young kid to be a famous person. But it wasn't really until like fourth grade where I actually started acting a little bit.
Yep.
My first kind of like experience was actually in like a after school workshop. And that's the place, we were just being silly, having fun, doing little skits and stuff. But I realized that I was actually pretty good at it and I wanted to pursue it. So, I started auditions again that I've been doing. I actually did auditions a lot uh, earlier when I was about 5 years old. But, I wasn't really into it at the time, so didn't really do it. But yeah, I started auditioning again, fourth grade, fifth grade, and I got my first role or job. It was a Nintendo commercial.
Oh, nice.
And I just loved the whole experience, of everything. Process, free foods. It's just amazing. I know, yeah.
Are you a big video game guy?
Yeah, I like video games. Who doesn't?
Oh,
Video games.
absolutely. You know what? It's true. Like, even if it's funny because, my parents technically play video games, those games on their phone, right?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
technically, that's a video game.
It's a video game. No.
Exactly. Um, you're part of the Mighty Ducks family. We talked about that. It's awesome. It's cool. You're also part of the Disney Plus family.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
cool is it to be part of the Disney Plus family, Kasra?
Sorry, say again?
How cool is it to be part of the Disney Plus family? That's pretty cool.
Honestly, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's part of such an amazing show. It's great. I really have high hope for this.
Yeah.
I think it's really going to spark the interest of not only, current fans, but older fans from, my parents' generation. And yeah, I'm really grateful to be a part of such a show.
Yeah, absolutely. Your hockey coach on the show, Coach T, is Dylan Playfair, who is a good friend of mine. What was that like working with Dylan Playfair?
He's a really cool guy. I know. I wish I could have worked with him more. I got some pretty good chances in episode 6 if you watched it.
Yep.
Yeah, he had some shows that I used to watch when I was a kid. I don't remember the name of it, but I loved the show. It was so awesome. And I'm like, when I first saw him, I was like, wait, I know this guy.
Yeah.
No? Yeah.
Episode 6 was a pretty big deal for the was pretty good for the Reddick twins. There was some good stuff in there for you guys.
Yeah.
There was some really good moments. There were some cool scenes, and there were some cool scenes with you and Haley as well. Because there's some situations where we've seen you like you're together, but there's some scenes that you have that you're not together type thing, like different scenes. But you're like with your sister a lot in this episode as well.
Duo. We're like the cool kids.
Absolutely, but she's not at the pizza shop with Sway and Brady's. Like she's not at that. Like she's not at the pizza shop when we first see you.
Yeah.
What were some of those scenes like? The ones that like were out and about, like at the pizza shop, at the rink, at the school. Like what was that all like for you? Going to different locations. Were they all close by or?
It depends. Sometimes we had like a home base.
Yep.
But sometimes we'd like travel to a different set. Depends on the scene, really.
No, absolutely. What was your favorite thing about shooting the scenes as Trevor in Mighty Ducks Game Changers? It's a lot, right? There's a lot of stuff you liked.
Oh, just being Trevor, being someone I'm not. It's just cool. Bullying people. It's just something out of my comfort zone.
Absolutely. Yeah, like that kind of role of like the bully that you're not used to playing, right? It's like a challenge, right? For you?
Challenge or something to do, work on. It's fun. It's really fun.
When people watch Mighty Ducks Game Changers, what do you hope they get out of it? Like you like the underdog story, and like what do you like about the show, Kasra?
I think it's a good storyline. It's like even if you're like a bad, you can still rise and get better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good storyline. With Coach Bombay coming back, it's great.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's just so cool. And in this last episode,
Right?
the old Mighty Ducks come back, which is amazing.
So, yeah, that's what I think is really gonna hit hard for some of those,
Did you have a chance to meet any of them? Like, you don't have like scenes with them per se, but did you have a chance to meet any of them?
I did actually, because we all share like a waiting room, and we got having conversations, just chilling. So got some time to talk and chat. Yeah.
Absolutely. What were they like? Would they give you any advice, any cool moments with them?
Not too much. Just had some small talk and everything. But after like watching the movies, like, okay, that's them. That's definitely them. It was just cool to see them because they're big people.
Absolutely. You mentioned like getting out of your comfort zone in terms of like different roles you've never like played before, and I find it interesting because you're obviously like focusing on your acting career right now. But naturally, when you work in the entertainment industry, a lot of people kind of like wear many hats, and they go behind the camera as well, Kasra. Like, so they direct, they write, produce on top of acting. Is that something that you thought of down the road? Like maybe you want to not just act and write or produce or direct, or do you want to kind of focus on acting for a little bit?
It depends how far down the road you're talking about. Like, I would say for now, I'm just focusing on, getting better at acting, getting more jobs, just getting myself more out there. And I don't know, maybe if I do become, someone, one day I can maybe look forward to directing or writing. Yeah.
Absolutely. Kasra, thank you so much for coming on Popternative. I really appreciate this.
Yeah.
This is awesome. So Mighty Ducks Game Changers, they can catch you as Trevor Reddick in
Yeah.
Mighty Ducks Game Changers now on Disney Plus. It's so cool. Isn't it cool hearing me say that?
Yeah, like of course it is, and I can relate to the same thing.
Yeah.
Like for example, seeing someone from a big movie,
Yep.
right, and then working with that person, like I'm working with this person.
I know, it's crazy. So yeah, they can watch it. The new episodes drop every Friday on Disney Plus, so they can check that out as well. And is there anywhere that people can follow you on social media, keep update with everything? I know you have an Instagram account. I don't know if
Yeah.
you post a lot, but there's an Instagram account.
Yeah.
Right? It's like Kasra Wong, I believe.
Oh,
Amazing. Well, seriously, thank you so much for doing this, and all
Thank
the
you.
best for you in the future too, man. This was awesome.
thank you so much. Appreciate it.
No problem. This has been Popternative, youtube.com/Popternative for previous episodes. Until next time, this is Kasra Wong, aka Trevor Reddick from Mighty Ducks Game Changers on Disney Plus, and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.